It's gonna be a good show. Me and Jeremy and not him. Who's calling? Jeremy, why the fuck you calling me?
I hit the wrong button. Well, it shows him muted, but
Can you
even
hear me now?
muted, I can't hear him. There you go.
There he is.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Mike's full of energy tonight.
I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been doing a lot of shows without some people that are now here.
Oh, I see. No.
See, it starts right before anything starts. I'm gonna lean into it.
That's fantastic.
Welcome to Usual Saints. Jeremy and Vinnie are back, and I'm just bagging on them already. So I figure I might as well just start the show. What the fuck? Why wait? Why wait?
Oh, I gotta turn another light on.
Oh, that's why we wait, because he needs to look pretty. Vinnie needs to put another light on.
We don't have time for him to look pretty. Oh man, he didn't have his headphones on. Damn it.
No, he didn't hear you.
That's a shame. Either one.
I think he's.
And now his mic's off.
He's muted, so why would he know how to operate the thing that we've been doing since December?
It's been a while.
Hey, there he is. All right.
I've been busy.
So, guys, let's go ahead and start and see what's going on with you guys, because I haven't heard from you in forever. I assumed you were dead.
I have questions. I just want to start. So
go ahead.
Are you going for hobo chic or straight up hipster, or what is this beard thing you got going?
Yeah, what is that? That's nice.
So, I'm getting it nice and full, but it's got this weird, you can't see, yeah, you can kind of see it maybe if I put more light in it. It's got this weird dual level thing. So right here is not growing as long, but underneath is growing longer. I don't like neck beards, so I trim it every week and then I trim up here, but I'm trying to get it nice and full so I don't get like the patchiness right here. So
do you use the same razor that you use to groom downstairs, or how's that working for you?
I have two Phillips 1 blades. One is for the body, and that's the one I use for my balls and penis and groin area. And then I have
try to make it look bigger.
And then I have the other one. No, I just like clean, like rather than a little egg in a bird's nest like you got. I like to be able to have everything nice and out there for the ladies. So
mine's more like a mushroom, not an egg.
Tuna can.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? Who is that? I heard someone.
I don't know.
No one had a female talking just then. Oh, whatever.
My girlfriend might have said something. You can hear that? Jesus,
I heard something.
Two doors are closed.
I didn't hear shit.
You don't have her bound and gagged like usual? Come on.
No. It's my pillows.
Jeremy, what were your other questions, Jeremy? You said you had questions.
Oh, that was it.
That's it. Just one question.
That's it? Oh, okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Jeremy, where have you been?
Working.
Besides ignoring the text, like we see everyone else's little icons show up in Messenger. Like I'll see Vinnie pop up occasionally, and Saint's reading everyone. But Jeremy is like 30 messages up his icon, so he hasn't read any of the messages until like this week. So, wow. Hey, I just wanted to see, did you forget about it, or you just didn't care?
No, it's working.
Been gone a long time, man. How many shows did I miss? I don't know. 3, 4? You guys were doing both USSR and a couple interviews. I know you did.
Who talked about Batman oral sex controversy? Both of you or just Vinnie?
Wasn't me.
Or neither. Vinnie, you were there, right?
I'm not Vinnie, sure.
Remember we recorded the 2 shows. One was with Vince and Saint, and the other one was with you, me, and Saint, because Vince had to leave.
Yeah,
okay.
I remember one with Vince. Yeah.
So you've missed 2 shows, Vinnie.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy's missed shit. I don't know.
Jeremy, it feels like more than that, but I guess it's only been 2.
Yeah. Well, last week I put out the beta episode, so technically.
Plus, you guys have been doing USSRs. I don't think I have done any of those.
Nah, man, you need to. Well, I mean, we're not recording it now unless we need to. Saint's the one who puts those out and produces them, and he still has a few that he needs to put out. Remember Saint's whole mantra when we started this thing? He's like, consistency, man, consistency. It's all about consistency. This bitch can't put out an episode every like week and a half, 3 weeks. And
I think we were consistent in the month of February, and then that's it.
Where is Saint?
He's on the boat, man. He's gone again till September, October.
No, you've been consistent, but schedules and shit happens. So
yeah, like what was it? Oh, was it the Eva Haberman interview? No, I think it was the one before that. Like we were expecting Vinnie because Vinnie's like, oh, let's do Sunday. Oh, it was the one before that because Vinnie's like, let's do a drunk show. And so,
that was 4th of July.
It was 4th of July.
Yeah.
So me and Saint are prepped. I bought like a 12-pack to try some new beers, and Vinnie's like, gotta work. And I'm like, motherfucker.
I know, man. It was like a last second. Well, not last second, but yeah, it was like the day before.
12-pack is gonna get you messed up now. Tolerance go way down.
No, it was new beers, and so it was actually interesting, but not necessarily in a good way. They weren't that great. I'll just say that, I guess. They were different flavors.
Sponsor.
No, and you guys missed out. This is not a sponsor or anything, but Original Sin did refund my money for theirs because their cans, I don't know what's up with their canning operation, and I don't claim to know anything about cans, and we've talked about this, me and Saint, on a prior show, but their labels or their cans have like little sharp edges right around the lip. And so I did cut my lip once. I wasn't bleeding heavily or anything, but I mentioned it to them. I tweeted at them, and it took them a long time to respond. And they finally did. And then I responded back. And eventually the CEO just, I think, sent me an email. He's like, man, I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to send you a refund. Because after that first one, the Black Widow, I bought the pear flavor just to try it. Same thing. I thought maybe it was just the 1 6-pack. No, it seems to be their operation. And again, I liked the taste of the beer. It just seems kind of dangerous. So I said, I give them props just, and he refunded my money. He sent me the stickers. He was totally cool about it. They're a small operation in New York. But I said, maybe pour the beer in a glass or something if you're going to drink it until they figure out their labeling or canning.
Yeah, no shit.
So that is an example of you going full Chad and it working out.
Hey, power the pen. Power the pen, man.
What's a pen?
Yeah, I know.
You ever hear back from that hotel?
The hotel? No, just that one time. I reposted it because we talked about it, I think the next week or the week after. And so I put up one of those audiograms or whatnot. In the background, it had the picture again.
Of the pube?
Yeah, because you guys had asked me about it again. And so they responded on social media again. And I'm like, guys, thanks, but you've already responded on Twitter and you refused to give me the franchise owner's name and all that kind of stuff so I can reach out to them. And they're like, well, we want to handle this for you. I'm like, you already handled it as much as you seem to. And so that was about it. But you guys know, I remember we talked about the executive team and everything. The last I heard from them was whenever I told you guys, but
you should have left some pubes there for them. Leave some of your pubes.
I don't really have any, Vinnie.
No, what do you whack them all off?
That.
Yes, I shaved them all off.
Oh, you wipe them? Oh, okay. Right.
I'm nice and clean, man. I don't want nothing down there.
Oh yeah, you're bald down there? Get out of town. I'm not going down there with anything, man.
Definitely don't use a man groomer. You hear that advertised? Not a man groomer. I apologize. Shit. What's the one that's the big? Let me look. Groin shaver. It's gonna.
I have one of those. I have one of those Phillips trimmers too, but I just use that on my head.
The Phillips are good. I think it's the Manscaped is what the one I'm looking at right here. I bought that one, and yeah, it's definitely that one. I'm seeing it. It scares me just the memories of it. I bought it at a store, I think, and I tried it, and I was getting cut all to hell. My balls are getting nicked. Like everywhere down there was getting nicked. Balls. Yeah, and it's supposed to be it's supposed to protect you and all that stuff. It did not. And so I returned that shit to Target and I said, I put it in a plastic bag. I said, you don't really want to open this.
It's skin and hair in it. Holy shit.
Yes. Well, not so much hair, but this, I mean, I'm sure there's chunks of blood in my flesh in there. Nice. So yes, I mean, they accepted it and I went to the Phillips One Blade body shaver and I haven't turned back. I love that thing.
Yeah.
No. But that's it. We've been putting out the episodes. I don't know if you guys listen to any of the USSR episodes. It's pretty good. Saint does a good job kind of putting those out. I haven't really caught any of those. I mean, I've wanted to, but it just haven't had a chance to sit and listen. Yeah.
I started listening to the Haberman interview. That was good, huh? That was a pretty good interview.
That was great.
She was very outgoing.
Yeah, she was awesome when she started talking about the porn actors being on the movie set, and she started talking about like you could tell, and I think it's probably a European thing. She's very like sexual in that way. Like she had zero qualms about bringing it up, and like
they're very open about their sexuality. So
yeah. So she was an awesome interview. I'd have her back anytime. All the people that have been involved, they kind of stem from the same production company. Well, Travis and Sist, the movie Sist, and Phantom Film is Eva's company, or so Eva. Her name's Eva. Eva. So she's actually the CEO. It was, remember, Under Control. We talked about that for George Hardy.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So that film that did run out of money, and so but she wanted to finish it because she had faith in the project. She knew it wasn't like a great film, but she wanted to finish it.
It was Trolls 2, that's for sure.
so she formed Phantom Film in order to finance it and finish the film, and that's kind of what she uses it for. I think she's helped a few, like one or two productions like that, and she's also putting out a few different films that we talked about during the episode that seem cool. Some they range they run the gamut from the schlock or the Sist, which is like a B horror movie, to like more of a dramatic, serious film. I think they're putting out a movie called Sky Sharks, which is about like Nazi sharks that fly in the air or something like that.
I read the book. I read the book.
But she was awesome. I mean, she talked to us. I think she talked to us for like an hour. We probably could have gone longer, but I just didn't want to. It was midnight her time. I didn't want to keep her too long.
She seemed very enthused. I mean, I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but she was very engaging.
Yeah, she was great. So I encourage that, and definitely listen to USSR. Saint does a lot more editing than I do. He likes to cut out ums, uhs, or where if he says something that he thinks shouldn't be in the episode. Me, on the other hand, I just basically delete some silence and I just let it all run.
Cuts out the ums and uhs. What is he, British? Jesus.
Well, that's what a lot of podcasters do. If you look at like online in the groups that I'm in, like a lot of them ask, how much editing do you guys do? And I don't even bother responding, because I'll be like, I don't do any, because that's just, our show's just kind of like open and whatever. We make noises or whatever. Yeah. That's what this show is. Saint does a different thing with his, and that's great. If he takes the time to do it, great.
Sure.
I listen to Stern. They don't do too much editing there unless it's just cut out like Artie or Jackie or someone Howard doesn't like, but but they leave everything else in, and that's kind of my mantra with this thing. So that's where I'm at. Yeah.
I mean, if you're having a conversation with somebody, you're not, sorry, I didn't mean to say, or it's just,
what I really wish I could change the background and notes. I hate how it lights up my face.
So we're using Zoom now. What happened with the other thing that you were using the one time, where you had the scroll on the bottom with the number and all that kind of stuff?
That was StreamYard. So
StreamYard.
Don't you remember? I'm pretty sure one of you was there for an episode where I was freezing up or something, and my video.
Right.
Yeah. And so the company refunded my annual fee minus 1 month. Whatever.
Second Chad success story.
Excellent.
But their whole thing was, oh, well, make sure you don't have any other browser windows open or any other programs open. And I'm like, I do a podcast. I have to be able to look up links and look at my list and other things. Yeah.
Who does a podcast with no apps open?
Well, that was their whole thing. Like, because it's browser based, obviously, if you only have one tab open, it's going to be using less bandwidth and probably RAM and other things. So It makes sense. And a lot of podcasts use it. A lot of podcasters rave about it. I don't know. I have the highest internet that I can get for personal use from Comcast. My upload speed is not great. The download speed is pretty good, but the upload speed's my problem, because that's where the video was freezing. So I just went back to Zoom and whatever. I mean, it doesn't look as pretty. It's not as cool, but every other one I can see seems to be browser based, and it's just that won't work for us, because that involves freezing and lagging. And I mean, Saint the entire time, although I think it was his whole setup with he liked to have the fancy camera and his microphone and the boxes to run through. his was all kind of out of sync, his audio, but
okay, yeah,
it didn't bother me.
Sync a lot.
Yeah,
sync a lot.
So that's where we're at. But I don't know. I mean, besides finding out what you guys have been up to, I mean, Vinnie, I don't know if you want to talk about it. You mentioned something about like you don't want to talk about it. Probably the other thing that you wanted to, you were looking for something else or something, or.
Oh yeah. I'll find out more about that tomorrow, and then maybe I'll be able to divulge what that's all about. So,
This a new apartment, Vinnie?
Huh?
You in a new place?
Yeah, I'm gonna do well since I guess the last time I did a podcast with you, I don't think I was here. So yeah, I'm in a new house with my girlfriend, and this is the room this is my room where I can do stuff.
Looks like a man cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some soundproofing up and stuff. I'd like to start trying to get into some voiceover stuff. So I'm trying to although I can actually just go into her closet, and it's probably the best soundproof room in the whole house. So but I want to start doing something like that. I want to try to do some voiceover stuff, or at least try to put a demo together, and maybe it's a crummy little website, and see if I can do something. So Mike, you were talking about that too. Did you ever think about any more about doing that?
Yeah, sorry. I was just listening for something. I was listening for something. No, yeah. I mean, I actually looked into it again the other day, but problem is, and it's not really a problem, I guess. And maybe I'm just not putting enough energy into it, but there's no connections down here. There's no one I can go to locally. I actually wanted to interview like a voice actor, set something up and get a voice actor and kind of get their take on things. But I feel like it's going to be kind of the same kind of thing. Like, hey, if you want to do this, put together a demo, read some stuff that's not copyrighted, put it somewhere where people can hear it, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, that's great and all. But I just don't know how to get my foot in the door. And I don't even know if I want to do like voice acting. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't know if I'd be any good at it.
Like announcing or spots or things like that. There's thousands of scripts. I mean, you could pull them up. There's thousands of scripts that you can pull off and just throw together a demo. And there's different sites that you can actually audition for spots. They put like Voice 123 is one that you can go to, and they have different jobs on there, and you send them. They have the script in there and everything, and you just you do it, you send it to them, and they check it out. And if you get the job, they call you, and or they'll use what you sent them, and they'll send you money, or I don't know how the money stuff goes, but you send it into them. It's it's an audition. You do a demo of it, and then you send it to them, and then if they think you're good enough, they'll give you a call, or the client will get in touch with you or whatever. They put how much you'll get for the job. I don't know how the money is transferred or anything like that. That's further down the line from what I've researched.
Blood diamonds.
Was that?
Blood diamonds.
Yeah.
You're gonna get paid.
Of course.
You'll have to forgive Jeremy. You remember he has AT&T, and so that's why he was like breaking up there for a minute with the audio. Oh, there it is. I thought he was frozen for a second there. I wasn't sure. Can't tell, except for he's getting redder. Now I can tell. Okay. There we go. Some movement. No, I mean, if you get anything going or like figure anything out like tips wise, let me know, because like I'm definitely interested. Like I obviously don't have, I mean, you guys can't see the whole room, but I don't have like a whole studio or anything, but
no,
I mean, I've read
it doesn't really take a lot. I mean, if a little bit of soundproofing, and like I said, I go on YouTube all the time and look up setting up for a home studio and stuff like that. There's so many things you can do that'll give you the type of soundproofing that you need, the kind of sound that you need. The best thing is if you got a walk-in closet, man, that's the best room you could use. And some guy showed a thing how to set up a microphone and stuff on like a mic stand, and just go in there with a Zoom. I don't know if you've seen these, the H5 Zooms. They're microphones, recording things that are portable recorders that you can take into a closet, right? it's got a card on it, so you can just record on that and shove it in your computer. But yeah, there's different ways that you can do it. So, but yeah, I mean, getting your foot in the door, that's I still have a question about that too. I mean, really the only site that I've really gone to is Voice 123, because that's the first one I heard of. But
Right.
YouTube's they got a 1,000 things on YouTube that you can watch about how to get started in it. So
Well,
just a little bit of research.
We're not all millionaires with walk-in closets like Jeremy and yourself, I guess.
Shit.
I don't have a walk-in closet, unfortunately, but I did see. I know there's some kind of like trifold thing you can put like at your computer and put your mic in front of it, and it's basically soundproofing. So I saw that and I read good things about that. Obviously, I can put some soundproofing on the walls, but I don't have a lot of wall space.
You can actually create a little booth with like moving blankets. If you could set something up, build something like with PVC, and then drape the moving blankets over it. I mean, there's so many things you can do. So
we'll see.
Yeah, I wanted to soundproof this room, but I don't want to put a bunch of shit on the wall. I mean, we're just renting this place, so I don't want to put something permanent on the walls. But if I could get something that I can hang on the wall and then take off, just while I'm doing shit, that's
15%. You can borrow one of my walk-in closets.
There you go, Mike. There it is.
I'm not driving all the way fuck down to Port St. Lucie into some gated community where I have to put my ID in the system just to get registered to get in. Like, they're gonna track me? Nah, man.
Here comes that fucking voice.
Well, that's just again. So I can deny you if I need to.
Yeah, here comes that voice guy again.
All
right. Let's get into some topics. Oh wait, how long have we been going? Not long enough. Okay, not yet. We'll do
death. Let's get death out of the way.
You want to get the deaths out the way?
Sure.
Well, the deaths this time are pretty big, at least to me in my pop culture sense. Don't know how you guys feel about it. And I just have two of them on there. So if you guys think of anyone else that died in the past that you think we haven't talked about, I'll correct you or we can talk about it. The two big ones that died in the past week or week and a half, Charlie Robinson, who played Mac on Night Court.
Okay.
The black guy.
The black guy,
yeah. He was hilarious. I loved Night Court as a kid. I mean, it was obviously adult humor, but I still got it, I think, to an extent. And I love the
reason I know who the hell Mel Torme is.
That's right, Mel Torme.
That's right.
It introduced me to John Larroquette, Harry Anderson, who is also dead, and that one always shocks me because I always thought of him as a young guy, and he died pretty young. He died in, I think, his 60s.
Rise is always my favorite.
He's actually older than I thought he was. Because he looks so young. But I was shocked.
They're remaking it, right?
Are they really?
I think, did they already? John Larroquette was going to be an executive producer and come back as Dan Fielding. But I don't know if that's happened yet. They might have been in production. I know they were casting it, but it's a continuation. It's not a reboot. It's a continuation kind of thing. But that hasn't happened yet, I don't think.
Bring back Markie Post.
She's still alive?
Probably not.
Is she? I don't know.
I'm going with some young Latina. That's what they're gonna have.
Probably.
Night Court actress. Night Court reboot. Okay, so it stars Melissa Rauch. I think she's from Big Bang Theory. Oh, she is.
Oh yeah. Right.
I don't know what role she played. I never watched Big Bang Theory. And
plays,
Bernadette.
What the fuck?
She was Bernadette.
Bernadette. Yeah, there you go. Bernadette.
I knew Jeremy wouldn't know. He watched that horrible show.
The show was awesome.
It's actually pretty funny. It kind of grows on you.
No, listen. The problem is they wanted to make fun of geeks in a way that would also attract geeks. But in reality, I don't think any of those people on there are really like geeky people. And yes, they're all actors and they're all playing a role. But the humor itself, I just didn't appreciate. Like, I literally was subjected to it for work training the other day. I think I did put it on Facebook during some work training on customer service, and like it was like listening and empathy and all that kind of stuff. They made me watch 2 Big Bang Theory clips, and I'm like, man, and I didn't laugh one time. I'm sorry, I wasn't forcing myself not to, but I just didn't laugh. Not my cup of tea. But hey, to each their own.
Isn't one of the actresses? What's her? Mayim Bialik.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that right. She's an actual neurosurgeon or neuroscientist.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's got a PhD in that shit. So
yeah, she's
the only one
also
that's-
blossomed.
yeah, blossom.
She was. Whoa.
She was blossom. Yeah, whoa.
Oh, I had the biggest crush on Six from that
Joey
show.
Lawrence.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Joey Lawrence too. That's where I thought he was going.
No, I'm not going with baldy Joey Lawrence. Isn't he like kind of crazy now, or is he okay? He's not crazy conservative now or something. I can never tell with these former like child stars. They all go
like Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah, Ricky Schroeder.
What happened to Six?
Hey Ricky,
Where'd
shut
she
the
end up?
fuck up, man. Jesus.
I don't know what happened to Six. Blossom.
Yeah, what happened to her? Yeah.
I forget her name. Let's see. Jenna Von Oy.
Yeah, what is she? Yeah, that's it.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, so
Isn't there a porn star named Jenna?
I don't think it was her.
Aren't there like 70 porn stars named Jenna?
Yes, I think it's a popular thing.
Yeah. I think so.
Whoa, wait, what? It says she did a sexy photo shoot for King magazine in 2004.
Well, there you go.
And then she wrote an
That's where it all
autobiography.
starts. She wrote a book about herself.
Yeah, an autobiography, and then she
who the fuck's gonna buy that?
And then she did.
Did she really do enough? Did she really do enough to do an autobiography that people would actually search for?
It's called Situation Momedy, a very special episode in toddlerdom.
Oh, brother. That sounds wrong. That just sounds wrong.
She did some voice acting too. Oh, and she did a music. Here, I can share the screen with you. She did music too. How do you share the screen? Let's see. Here we go. And share. There you go.
She was on Battle of the Network Stars.
Oh, well, there you go. There's a milestone.
She got married in a low-key wedding. She took on her hardest role yet as a mom.
Oh,
boo!
Boo! You ever see Bill Burr talk about the hardest job in the world? He was watching Oprah with his girlfriend, and she introduced somebody coming on, and she goes, "She's this and that and this and that, and she has the hardest job in the world. She's a mother." And Bill Burr just rips into that shit like you wouldn't believe. I can't even do it justice by trying to copy it. But yeah, you gotta pull that up, man. It's funny as shit.
Well, I don't want to play because I don't want to get removed for copyright infringement.
But no, exactly. But I'm saying if you get a chance to listen to it, do it. It's fucking hilarious.
The other big death, I assume we're done with Charlie Robinson. Biz Markie, Just a Friend.
Yeah.
I love that song. That song, I every time I hear that song, I get happy. I start moving to it. It's a great song. As schlocky as it was, as almost one-hit wonder as he was.
Right.
He was still doing stuff recently. He was like DJing and stuff. And apparently he's the one he was the first rapper to get sued for a sample. And so after that, every rapper had to pay for samples.
To get a sample.
So he was the first one to get sued for it in a rap song, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't know that. So R.I.P. Charlie Robinson and Biz Markie, and then Jeremy's a big rap guy. So
those are the only people that died.
Well, I don't know. Did you guys hear of anyone else dying that needs to be mentioned?
I think we need to pull some other dead people up because that wasn't such a good dead people thing.
That's all I got, man. What the fuck you want from me?
Let's go with celebrities who have died. Yeah,
we could say Britney Spears. She might be dead by the weekend.
If her dad has anything to say about it, she will be.
And that's another one that bugs me. And listen, I might get some hate for this from our listeners or whatnot, but man, like I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's the crazy or I don't know what. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think time's been so kind to her. Maybe it's her mental health. Like it's like Jennifer Love Hewitt, man. They just go kind of downhill from when maybe it's me. Maybe it's being a chauvinistic male and having these fantasies of them when I was a teenager. Yeah, I know. And they were teens and like, yeah, that was me living in my, teenage and early 20s. But whatever. I look at her now and I'm like on Instagram and I'm just like, man, what happened to poor Britney Spears? And obviously, she's got the whole conservativeship and everything that's going on. So she's got a lot of shit going on, but whatever. I don't know. And she's saying she's going to quit quit performing. We'll see if that actually holds. I don't know.
She's still performing.
Robert Downey Sr. died. Robert Downey
Yeah.
Jr.'s dad.
Yeah.
He had Parkinson's real bad for 5 years.
I think we might have touched on that in the last
Did you?
episode, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's fine. And we did definitely touch on Richard Donner.
Richard Donner, yeah. I just pulled up on that. Yeah. Yeah, he was 91 though. If somebody's dying and they're in their 90s, you know.
You still should mention it.
Yeah.
Even if it's expected. What am I doing with my beard here? Yeah, Richard Donner, man. You don't know who he is? He directed Lethal Weapon, Superman, Maverick. Big
what
film
about
director.
Did we talk about Clarence Williams III dying?
That was months ago, man.
I know, but did we touch on that? Did you guys talk about? I don't know.
Yes, we talked about Tales from the Hood. We're gonna stop with the deaths now because you're pulling up shit from months ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm going too far back.
All right. We're gonna take a quick break and then we'll come back and cover more topics. We got Jeremy and Vinnie back for the first time in I don't know months, years. I can't tell. 2013.
First time in forever.
Been a while.
Oh, sorry. Now let's sing, right?
What is that? No? Yeah. We've gotten away with some shit, but we can't play shit. You know what? What?
Hey, wait. Elvis died. Holy shit.
Oh shit.
That's...
Yeah, that was during your lifetime, Vinnie. I wasn't even born yet.
That was a long time ago.
I wasn't even a sperm swimming around in my dad's nutsack.
I think I've gone back. No, you've been swimming around for a long time in your dad's balls.
No, I don't think so. You think sperm survive down there for that long before they get ejaculated?
I don't know.
Anyway, we're going to a break.
Jeremy gets uncomfortable talking about ejaculation.
I don't think he's uncomfortable about ejaculation. I think it's sperm. I think it's the sperm part.
Is he more uncomfortable about the sperm or about the thought of my dad coming?
The masturbation, I think he's fine.
There we go. Moving on.
Jeremy doesn't want to think about my dad having an orgasm.
That's right. Moving on.
Yeah, then now I'm thinking about mine. Yeah, let's move on.
All right, you've been listening to Usual Saints. We'll be right back.
Think about what kind of face was your dad making when you were conceived? You know what I mean? You got to think about those things. What was going on? You know, what did his face look like? You know, he's like, you know, Vinnie, you know.
Did you just say Vinnie? Vinnie?
Yeah, got my name. He's using my name. He's already got my name picked out. Here comes Vinnie. You know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my dad. You're talking about your dad, David.
Jesus Christ! I'm not that sick.
Oh shit!
Should I stop it now? That was enough.
I lost my screen. I can't even see myself anymore.
That's a good thing. I take my breaks, man. That's why recording stopped.
But I've never heard her say that. I've never heard somebody come on and say recording stopped.
Have you been gone? No, you were there in June. This thing started in June, where Zoom put it on just so people would know they were being recorded.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell was I?
You were around. You just haven't been paying attention. You get so bored during the show that you just tune out.
I just zone out. Fuck it.
Well, welcome back to the Usual Saints. I'm Mike D here with Jeremy and Vinnie Saints on a boat in the Bering Sea again, and we'll know he'll be back eventually. I don't know when. But we got a lot of stuff to cover. I want to get around to, because I did this when I was in New York in June, and I asked my cousin for a list of, her favorite bands. And we wanted to do the, what do they call it? A round robin? No, a bracket.
A bracket of bands?
Yeah. Okay. So we got 3 of us. So we're going to do a bracket of bands and we're going to narrow it down. How's that sound? You guys ready?
Okay, sure.
All right. So this is my cousin Alannah, who Vinnie's met. She's been on the show, remember?
She's hot.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. My cousin Alannah,
the younger one, right?
Yeah. My cousin Alannah is 17, Vinnie.
Oh, what was the other one? Who's the other
Bethy.
one?
Bethy.
Her mom?
Yes, that's her mom.
Oh, her mom. Okay. Her mom's hot.
I'm sure she doesn't want to hear that either.
I've been waiting to get her on the show so when like Vinnie's here so I can have that said and see what happens.
Exactly. Just record it and replay it. I can't say it in person.
That's okay. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, there you go.
But so Alannah, when I was up in New York, she made this list because she really loves music, And so I told her, I think I gave her 16. I think there's 16 here. And she came up with it. Some of them you guys might not have heard of. I think most of them everyone's heard of, but a lot of them are, or not a lot of them, a few of them are a little obscure. So I think it's going to be kind of easy when we put them together. It's going to knock them out pretty quick.
I swear to God, if there's any boy bands on there, I'm quitting this podcast.
She's not a boy band kind of girl.
Okay. Cool.
Now he's disappointed he won't know any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I told her to just list them. So I haven't listed them. She put them in an order.
She put them in an order. Okay.
I'm just going to go down the list. So a lot of the big ones are kind of going to it's going to knock out a lot of big ones. And I feel like it's going to.
Did you do like top and bottom then? Did she go in 1 through 16 type order or what?
No.
She just made a list. She just listed
Yeah, it's just a list.
Well, I didn't know if one was like the top seed type thing.
Okay, so what are we doing? Bracketing?
Okay, so wait. So do you want me to go one from the top and one from the bottom because you assume that's what it was? But it's not like that. She didn't number them. She just kind of put. She thought about it. Yeah, she thought about it. She was trying to put. She thought like at the bottom. She's like, oh yeah, I can't forget this one. So.
Yeah. Well, if it's just random,
All right,
fine.
Sure. Let's go. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? First bracket: Red Hot Chili Peppers versus Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Pearl Jam.
It's tough for me. I mean, Pearl Jam is probably. Oh no, they're both still around. They're both going full force, and I really love a lot of Pearl Jam songs. But I think Chili Peppers have put out a few more bangers.
I like the Peppers too. I mean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think we all like both of them. I'm gonna go Peppers, but you guys both went Pearl Jam anyway, so Pearl Jam wins that one.
All right.
So we will get that there.
Move them over.
All right. Here's the next one: Soundgarden or Nirvana.
Oh.
Nirvana.
Really? All right. Let's see.
Who are you gonna go with?
Again, Soundgarden. Like when the Day I Try to Live, man. If that comes on, right now the hair on my back of my neck is standing up thinking about Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell.
Yeah, I know Chris Cornell. I know he was awesome.
Okay.
He was awesome.
His voice is amazing, whether it's Audio Slave or him just doing by himself. But Nirvana's Unplugged album, MTV Unplugged, that's like one of the best albums of all time. So
yeah.
All right, next one's probably gonna be easier for you guys because I don't know if you've heard of the second band, Alice in Chains or Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet.
I'm going Greta since I haven't said anything first before. But don't let that assuage or
that's where I was going to. So
Greta?
Yeah, I think so.
They're good, man. They sound like early Led Zeppelin, or they sound like Led Zeppelin. The singer's amazing, and the music's new, so you don't get a lot of new rock bands. Vinnie, like I said, I didn't know if you'd heard a lot of Greta Van Fleet. They're really good. Check them out if you haven't heard them. You pick who you think you have to though.
I actually have heard of them. So, okay. What was the other band?
Alice in Chains. Rooster.
Alice in Chains. Yeah.
Man in the Box.
I got to go with Alice in Chains, but you guys picked the other one, so.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
All right.
There you
go. Let's see. Oh, she put too many bands on here? No, wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, she put too many. I guess I'll just take off the last one she listed, which sucks because it was Stone Temple Pilots, but I don't know what else.
Oh, you got to keep them on there.
Oh, dude, how am I going
to take out something you know is going to win?
Just do you have dice around here or something?
No, I don't have dice.
All right, Mike. All right, here we go. All right, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 16. Go ahead, pick it.
I see it in front of me. Tell Jeremy to pick it.
Jeremy, pick a number between 1 and 16.
But wait, we already gone through 6.
All right.
So basically you're going
7 through
17.
Who's on number 12?
12.
Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, dude, Zeppelin.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, let's just say Zeppelin.
All right, wait. Okay, let's do this. Oh, wait. I'm gonna name. Okay, so I'm gonna name the bands in no particular order.
Do 15, 16, and 17 as a 3-way.
All right.
Hey,
but what if we tie?
Well, then we'll figure it out.
All right. Here we go. Blind Melon.
Okay.
Or Mother Love Bone. You guys know who Mother Love Bone is?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
The precursor to Pearl Jam.
Pretty much.
I mean, I don't know a lot of Mother Love Bones, so I'd have to go Blind Melon. I don't even really love Blind Melon except for 2 songs from the original album.
Yeah, I gotta go Blind Melon.
All right. This one, it almost seems easy on the surface, but I don't know. We'll see what you guys think. And I'm gonna let you guys go first rather than me spitting something out.
Good.
Black Crowes.
Hate them.
Or well, that's Vinny's got that one. Or Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
that's what I go to. Foo Fighters all the way.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, here we go. The Cure or Led Zeppelin?
Fuck. That's a tough one for me.
I mean, I'm gonna go Zeppelin.
I mean, Zeppelin, of course, is the better band, but some of the Cure songs, man, are just like, Zeppelin.
Yeah. Oh, the Cure did put out that song "Burn" on the Crow soundtrack, though. That's an awesome song. Every time I hear that song, it's great. But sorry, Robert Smith, isn't that?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Yeah, that's Robert Smith.
This next one's easy to me. Oh, sorry, Jeremy didn't go.
Instead,
Spirit. Jeremy, you didn't even get an answer, did you? I apologize. I feel like I just jumped past you because we had 2 Zeppelins already.
Sorry.
Which would you pick?
I want to go with Spirit since Zeppelin just stole their music.
Oh,
God.
Did you Google that to figure that out?
You remember the name of them? No. Yes, but
no, they did, man. Come on, you got to look at the Cracked article they did like 10 years ago. Literally, you play one thing right next to the other, and it's literally the same. And I told that to my cousin because she's a big Zeppelin fan. Bethy, the hot one, and so,
the hot one. There you go.
So I told that to her, and she's like, "No, back then, they would borrow or learn from the old artists." I'm like, "Listen to it; it's the same thing. They stole it."
The old artist that was on the same tour as them.
The same tour, yeah.
Not so much.
So wait, you got to pick Zeppelin or the Cure. If you hate Zeppelin because they stole, go ahead and pick the Cure. But that's up to you.
Sure, we'll go with the Cure.
All right. All right, here we go. Next one. Jeff Buckley or Queen?
Queen.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty easy. That's what I
Who
thought.
the fuck is Jeff Buckley?
Is that the cold open for the movie? Who the fuck is
Jeff Buckley?
I'm not a fan, but
seriously, I've never heard of him.
She's much more into music than I am, so I trust her taste because a lot of these bands I love, but I don't know.
I really can't make a fair judgment because I don't even know who that guy is. I've never heard any of his stuff. So
this next one's gonna be tough, guys. I don't know. I think we might have it.
Is this the 3-person?
This is it. Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Got Radiohead.
Oh wow.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh come on! And Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots. I'm going. Jesus. I don't know. I'm going STP. I love Rage, but I gotta go STP.
Man, that's a tough one, man. I think that'd be hard for anybody to pick.
Yeah.
Wow, Rage Against the Machine.
I know, right? we need them now.
Yeah, I know, right?
But Scott Weiland singing those songs, man, on Purple or first album Cracker Man or Dead and Bloated, Sex Type Thing.
I gotta go STP.
All right, Jeremy, what you got?
That's fine.
No, motherfucker. Can you just give your opinion? That's what this show is about.
Sure. Same one as you.
Do you not know any of the bands?
No, I know. I've heard of them all.
All right. Man. All right, here we go. Next group. Right. This one's gonna be even tougher. It's gonna be even tougher. Pearl Jam versus Nirvana.
That is tough.
Seattle.
Battle of Seattle, yeah.
I'm going Nirvana.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Nirvana as well.
Yeah, my wife and I were in Seattle. We were pissed that the Pop Culture Museum had like a whole floor dedicated to Pearl Jam.
Oh, okay.
Music everywhere. Nirvana had like one little room and there was no music. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
So yeah, I gotta go Nirvana.
Plus, I'm a Dave Grohl fan too. So,
Jeremy, I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked by you and all this rock music. You're saying you were pissed that there was not a space for Nirvana. You're a big country guy, so I didn't expect you to know some of these bands, let alone say that you enjoy their music or were pissed that they didn't have a place in a museum in the town that they're from.
I listen to a lot of stuff. What can I say?
All right.
I'd be a country fan too if Merle Haggard was still alive.
He one of those guys that likes to wear the white hood thing on his head and preach about the whites and all that kind of stuff now? Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Only on Saturdays.
All right, here we go. Blind Melon versus Greta Van Fleet. Jeremy made a noise now. He's like,
didn't they go against each other in the first one?
No. Blind Melon versus who did they go against? Shit, I don't even remember. But whatever.
Can I just go ahead and say Nirvana's going to beat either one of them?
in your opinion, we'll go.
I'm pretty sure.
Go Blind Melon.
Wow.
What you got, Mike?
I'm going Greta.
Fuck. Asshole.
I'm not gonna. I like 2 Blind Melon songs. I like at least 2 Greta Van Fleet albums.
All right, Greta.
All right. Oh, tough one. Another tough one. These are all tough, man. Everyone's tough. Foo Fighters versus Zeppelin.
Oh, fuck me.
You're not my type.
Jesus. I got to go Zeppelin, man. I'm more, that's kind of more my generation, my, timeline. They're pretty much a soundtrack of my youth. So, yeah, I got to go with Zeppelin.
Jeremy?
Foo Fighters.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm the tiebreaker.
Jeremy's just pissed because Spirit's not
go
in
listen
it.
Go listen to it.
Spirit's not in this running, so
go listen to it.
That's all right. I don't care where they got. I don't care where they got. They probably played it better than them anyway.
It stole like half their shit from, what was his name? Muddy Waters, I think his name was.
There you
That's
go.
Fine. I'm going Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Thievery be damned. All right. Now we got Freddie Mercury versus Scott Weiland.
I gotta go Freddie
versus Queen.
Yeah, I gotta go Queen.
I
got
sorry,
to.
Scott. Sorry, Scott. I may have gone with you. But I don't know.
Too late.
Well, I guess I should still have an opinion.
Yeah.
Queen is so great with Bohemian Rhapsody and Fat Bottom Girls and but I still go STP. That, like you said, they're the soundtrack to my growing up in the 90s.
Hey, it's not just the music, it's the nostalgia of it,
Yeah.
Certain songs, bring back certain memories. So
All right, here we go. Jeremy's the first song he lost his virginity to was
Mary
that
Had a Little Lamb.
That song that came out last year. What was the name of it? I forget the name of that banger that came out last year. What was it?
Last year.
Nice.
How old are your kids, Jeremy?
Jeremy, do you want to explain that one?
No, let's move along.
Let's just say Jeremy's
Fuck you.
sperm may not have been involved.
Okay, well, all right then. I'm not gonna get into that, man. That's a little personal.
No, it's not like that. They're technically stepchildren, but
Oh, okay. All right,
he's pretty much the main dude in their lives. So, and has been for what, a decade? No, more than a decade now, right? 11 years, 12 years?
No, it was 10 this May.
Okay,
Wow.
but no, you've been
That's
around. Yeah.
12.
Well, that's good then.
12 this past February.
Yeah.
All right. So okay then. So yeah. All right. So virginity. When was it? Last
Don't worry
year.
about it. Moving on.
And we should have that conversation in another show. That's a good topic. Virginity
No,
and
it's not. Moving on.
No, it's not.
I think that's a great topic. That's gonna be next week.
We gonna finish this.
Yeah, we're gonna finish.
Fantastic.
We're gonna finish, but this is great.
No,
It's good content. You like stuff. You listen. You don't want to cover the serious shit where we can't laugh. This is stuff that we laugh about and that we can talk about. So. All right, this one's gonna be. I think the first one's gonna be easy. If you guys don't remember who it is, second one maybe. I think we know who's gonna win, but let's see. Nirvana versus Greta Van Fleet.
Nirvana.
Yeah, I figured you guys go Nirvana. I'd probably go Nirvana too, even though I love Greta. Right. Sorry, Greta. Zeppelin versus Queen.
Queen.
You know what? I'm gonna go Queen.
Wow, I'm shocked. I thought you were gonna go Zeppelin. I'd have to be a tiebreaker.
I'll be honest. Yeah.
All right.
I like Queen better.
Mike.
Listen, it's nothing against Queen. I do love Queen. I just when I hear some of those Zeppelin songs and Train. I don't know if you guys heard it. Train redid Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin 2. And
the whole album?
Yeah, the whole album. Pat Moynihan sounds just like what's his name? Robert Plant. Yeah. And it's amazing. So I probably would have gone Zeppelin, but that's fine. All right, here we go. Final round. Nirvana versus Queen. Who you got? One at a time. Jeremy.
Queen.
I said fucking Jeremy, Vinnie, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. Queen. Queen.
Probably have to go Nirvana.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go with your gut. Go with your heart.
I am. I'm just thinking, man.
If you want to be cool like me, you'll pick Queen. But if you want to be different,
I'm going Nirvana.
There you go.
All right.
So where's my Van Halen, Metallica, Aerosmith? None of that?
Come on,
your own fucking list.
It's a 17-year-old girl. There's no way she's picking those.
That's not true. This girl's look at what she put on her list.
Actually, she did a pretty good job on that list.
Yeah. Van Halen would be awesome.
Hey, we never did the top 3 albums because one of you fuckers deleted my list. But hey, go ahead and put together something.
Mike, you deleted the list.
No.
Let's not get into that.
God, I didn't hear anything about the Bee Gees or
what the hell is that?
You like my shirt?
I can't see anything. My fucking screen's gone.
It's Harley Quinn.
I don't even know how to get it back.
Old men and technology.
I'm just fucking staring into this.
He thinks he's staring at the webcam.
I am, aren't I? Isn't this the webcam?
That's great. That's a YouTube exclusive right there. All right. Alannah, Nirvana won the list, so I hope that's what you were hoping for. Okay. All right. Let's see.
The question is, what would your cousin have picked? What would she have picked?
Bethy?
Yeah. No, not Bethy. The girl who
Alannah.
Yeah, Alannah.
I don't know. I just deleted the list, so we'll have to see. Right. If she texted it to me, then I can. We'll see. All right. Let's see. I got that. All right. Let's talk a little bit more before we take another break. Hamburgers.
Yeah. What the fuck was that about?
So I had Five Guys for dinner. I'm just curious because I've never had it. Yeah. Yeah.
For the first time?
They were yummy.
Oh yeah, they are yummy.
All right. Anyway,
they're greasy as shit.
I've never had.
I'm proud of both Vinnie and I for not making the obvious, that they go one after another or at the same time comment.
I was waiting. That's why I did my affect. Have you guys ever had just mustard on a hamburger?
No, I'm not a big mustard fan on hamburgers. I mean, I like mustard, but I'm a hot dog.
Why? Why do you ask?
I love mustard. I've begun eating mustard on like the chicken tender wraps at Publix. I just have the chicken, black pepper, and mustard. What kind of
mustard? Like just plain old yellow mustard, or like golden brown mustard, or
I like both.
Mustard?
I like both, but for Publix I usually get the yellow. I was tempted at Five Guys when I was placing the order to try mustard on the hamburger. Now it would have been just mustard. But I'm a ketchup guy on a hamburger. So I don't know if either of you had tried it. So I didn't know.
I do both. I do ketchup, mustard, and pickle. I'm kind of a classic, McDonald's burger. Because really the rehydrated onion on a McDonald's burger, you can't taste. So I don't really count that. It just adds a little crunch.
I just wanted to see if you guys had any thoughts on that because I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just went with ketchup. I didn't want to waste the $8 that the hamburger costs from Five Guys if I didn't like it.
Hey, I got my shit back.
Oh, wonderful! You can see my pretty face again.
This is the webcam, right? That's what I was looking at, right? Yeah.
That's all hamburgers was about. There's no chatting that up. It was just me.
You wanted to know. You wanted to know if we put mustard on our hamburgers. That was the question.
I want to know if just mustard on a hamburger was good.
I mean,
I would do.
I don't know about just.
They're a
just
good combo. Yeah, I put just mustard on a hot dog.
Yeah, just mustard on a hot dog.
Yeah.
Now
I've
gotten burgers at places that have both ketchup and mustard on them.
Yeah.
But I've never had a burger with just mustard. No.
Maybe I'll try that at home sometime on a little piece of burger or something. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
There you go. Here you go. I was in the grocery store today. Okay, just picking up a few things, and I picked up a jug of iced tea, and I went to another area and saw Publix's iced tea over by the deli, and I decided that I wanted that instead. So I got the Publix iced tea, and I brought the other iced tea back to where I originally got it. Now the question is, if you guys find something that you don't want, even though the thing is on the other side of the store, do you bring it back to where it's supposed to go? Or do you just drop it and think, they'll find it and put it away for me?
I think I know my answer. I think Mike is one of those horrible people though,
who just leaves it there and puts it in the spot where he found that he wanted.
You find raw chicken over by the cookies because choices were made.
Exactly. No. A fucking sub over by the detergent. Yeah.
No. Okay. So what are we talking about? We talking about cold food, or are we just talking about picking up something from electronics and leaving it in near the dishwasher detergent?
Let's just say anything.
Grocery store.
Let's just say anything.
Stuff that can go bad.
Oh, grocery store. Well, yeah, but okay. So we're not talking about dry goods. You're talking about stuff that needs to be refrigerated or frozen.
Okay, we could say that, but sure. I did it, and this thing was not perishable by any means.
If it needs to be refrigerated or frozen, I don't just leave it somewhere where it's going to be going bad. Right. I may
put it in the freezer section, but over by the meat, and it's yogurt.
I'm sure I have done something like that before. I know for a fact that if we decide we don't want it and we're close to the front, I'll give it to the cashier or the customer service. And sometimes I do all three. I have gone and put stuff back, or more recently, hey Sophie, go put this back.
But got her a job.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
But once we put it in our cart, we're pretty much going to get it. We don't really put anything back. I understand you didn't know that one was existing when you got the other one, but yeah, I kind of, once it goes in my cart, I get it.
Now, I don't see a lot of products misplaced in the grocery store. Now, is that, you think, because the people that work there fix it quickly, see it, and put it where it's supposed to go, or not that many people are leaving stuff just anywhere in the store?
I don't think a lot of people put stuff in their cart, walk around for half an hour, and then decide not to get it.
Yeah.
So I think it's more that than, every once in a while, though, you do.
I was just curious, because sometimes I do see somebody do it. I don't give a shit, whatever. But,
the
I don't
grocery
know.
store.
Maybe it might be an OCD thing with me, because I feel like, oh shit, I got to bring this thing back, man. Because, I've had the shitty jobs where it's like, who the fuck put this thing here? Now I got to bring it all the way the fuck back over here. But yeah, I was just curious because, the
grocery store, Speedy Gonzalez, you put it down and then you turn around and then you're like, oh, wait, maybe I do want that. It's gone.
Yeah.
No, like
that happened to me at Walmart once. Walmart, I was walking around. I had like 7 things in my basket, not food. I'm talking about in the clothing and kitchen area, whatever. Just stuff. And I had some stuff in the basket, and I had it in one aisle, and on the next aisle were the greeting cards. I had to pick up a card. So I left my cart there. I went around. I got a card. I must have been there for a minute and a half. I turned back around, went to my cart. It was gone. It was just gone. It was gone. And it's like,
well, it wasn't an employee.
Did they just put it away, or did somebody take my shit? It's not like I paid for it and they fucking got it, stolen from me. But
do you feel protective over the stuff in your cart?
Not really, but now I gotta go get another cart and fill it up.
When you're walking around the store, do you kind of, worry about somebody taking your shit out of your cart?
Sometimes if I gotta walk half a mile to pick up a battery, I don't know.
that happened to my wife at the beginning of the COVID shit. She, I think she was still doing Shipt at the time, and they wanted a case of water or like 4 cases of water, and people were going batshit crazy.
Yeah.
So she had a case of water in the cart. Some guy just walked up, took it out of her cart, and walked away. She's like, "What the?"
That's a dick move. See, that's a dick move. I mean, especially during that time. I mean, then now it's like, I'll just go get another case of water because it's not going to be.
Yeah, there were no
gone.
More.
Yeah.
There was no.
It's the same thing with toilet paper and hand cleanser and everything else that was going off the shelves, at that time too.
You almost out of your supply from back then?
Actually, no. I still have some stuff from back then. What is that,
Mike? That's why you guys need an Astrea water bottle.
Is that a shameless plug?
Yeah, no, it's to get a sponsor. That's why you guys need an Astrea water bottle, because I bought one for each member of my family prior to COVID, or right when COVID was starting. It's got a filter in there. I don't have to worry about bottled water. I just get it from the tap. It tastes great.
And where can you get one of those, Mike?
I'll answer Vinny's question first because I didn't hear Jeremy's. I got mine on Amazon, and they come in many different colors and varieties. Well, not many different varieties. They're basically all the same fucking bottle, but they're great. I'm really picky about my water. I used to only drink Zephyr Hills, but I love this shit. I've been using it for a year and a half now.
And you can use that Astrea anywhere, couldn't you? You could use it at work. You could use it in the park on a jog. You could use it while you're biking.
You can, but be careful, because if you drop it, it's made of metal, and it does scratch up, or whatever.
And what exactly is the low price of that Astrea bottle?
I think it's like $40. You
heard it here first, folks. $40 for the Astrea bottle. You can work with it, play with it, travel with it. It's good for the whole family. Fresh water anytime.
You can get it from a toilet and just put it in there and filter.
Can you pee through the filter and all of a sudden you got nice clean water for?
I'll let you give that a shot.
Yeah. Well, they say it's good for you. I don't know.
It does have a charcoal filter in there.
Fuck says that?
I don't know. People drink piss, I guess. I don't know. They gotta rationalize why they're drinking it. So it's good for you.
Jeremy, you and Christine aren't into water sports?
No.
Wow.
No.
The old golden shower, huh?
Yeah. That's why you got that fancy new bathroom with that shower and everything. Give you a little extra space.
No, not for that. No.
Or the walk-in closet. Either place. It's good.
You get those.
All right. We've been going a while. Let's take another break. And we'll be right back.
This break is brought to you by Astrea.
And piss porn.
And don't forget piss sports.
Piss porn, Vinny.
Oh, piss porn. Okay.
You've been listening to Usual Saints. We'll be right back.
Just wear your goggles. Well, piss will burn your eyes, won't it?
There we go. Yeah, that's a great way to come back from the break. Welcome back to the Usual Saints.
That could be
Vinny's wisdom.
Does it piss burn your eyes?
All right.
I think the cold open is going to be the end of the A block, where you were just going off for a minute about Dad's face with the orgasm and everything. I'm pretty sure that's going to be
probably it.
Okay.
That'd probably be it.
I'm going to have to rewatch this.
You can listen too.
That'll bring the viewership up to like 7.
Let's get the time sensitive topical shit out of the way.
Let's get everything out. Olympics. I hate the Olympics. I've never watched the Olympics, and I don't understand why anyone likes it. That's my opinion piece. Who's got another opinion?
Why do you hate something you've never even watched?
It's just so boring, and I don't understand why everyone gathers around it like, oh, let's go support our country. Who gives a fuck? First of all, some of the other topips we're going to talk about, it's about Paralympics and Olympics. Yeah. It's just they put these people through this shit when all they're trying to do is represent the country. I mean, you can even go to, what's her name, Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, there's 2 sides to that one. She tested positive for marijuana. Yeah, I don't agree she should be penalized for that, because marijuana definitely is not a performance enhancing drug, especially in, was she a hurdler, a runner? It's not going to help her once she's running. Okay.
She'll be running away from the hurdles like they're chasing her. Holy fuck.
But then you see other people posting that she did, and there's not, I don't want to, this should stop her from maybe representing the country if it is true. She did put out some tweets that seemed like, I think they were like transphobic or homophobic or things like that. And so, yeah, that, if that was true, if those were actually her tweets, and I never really saw a full news article on it, so I don't know if they were, then yeah, she probably shouldn't represent the country. But marijuana not allowing her to represent the United States in the Olympics, that's stupid. Any opinions on that?
That's not a U.S. rule, though.
Yes, I know. Rule. I know. And I'm not saying it was a U.S. rule. I'm just saying it's the Olympics.
I mean, just the U.S. team had no choice in it. I mean, she's not going to be able to compete. She didn't pass the drug test because a banned substance was in her blood.
The Olympic Committee is pretty stringent. Yeah.
I get it. I get it that she should have known that it was a banned substance. I get that. But at the same time, marijuana for anywhere in the world shouldn't be considered something that is going to enhance your performance in any way. If anything, it's going to make you worse. And so if someone can perform with it in your system, then more power to you. But yes, if she knew
you don't think it would be able to help her relax and get over anxiety, or
definitely do that. Yeah.
Calm her down.
Maybe, but I mean, I feel like any kind of side effects, and yeah, I mean, I'm a limited pot user myself, but I mean, I never felt like I wanted to get the fuck up and go run when I was smoking pot. So I can't tell you about that, but I get it. If Jeremy's point is it is a banned substance, she should have known it, and that's her problem. I get it, but I'm just saying I don't think that the Olympic Committee or whoever should have made that a banned substance.
All right, moving on to the Norwegian female handball team.
Now that is just, I know, I put volleyball, but that's ridiculous.
No, but
it's handball.
The Norwegian handball team immediately have an erection.
They were fined.
I immediately have an erection.
Wait, Vinny's the problem. Vinny's the problem. He's like, immediately I have an erection.
What happened?
They were fined because their uniforms were too big. Their bottoms were only allowed to be 10 centimeters at the most on their hips. And they wore like, I don't know, what would you, boxer briefs type?
Baggy, boxer briefs.
Yeah. Like spandex.
Yeah, spandex.
Like bikinis. And they're not allowed to do that. So they were fined.
That's ridiculous.
That's
funny. Totally ridiculous.
The best picture I saw was a picture of them all in their bikini bottoms next to the men's handball team in full shirts and long shorts. It's like, well, if the men can play in that.
Yeah, why can't the women? Exactly.
I saw
that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up.
I saw
that's a bit sexist. You know what I mean? I know sex sells, and who the fuck watches handball anyway? So I guess you got to do what you got to do to get them to watch. But you know,
I saw a quote from one of the officials saying something about sand getting in, that if they were wearing too baggy uniforms or bigger uniforms, sand would get in there. And I don't know how that would help them at all. I feel like it would hinder them, if anything. But sand's not going to get in there. It's like Jeremy said, it's like boxer briefs. They're skin tight, basically.
They're skin tight, yeah. So how's it going to get in there?
So it's still there, but this Olympic community in there, all these men probably, maybe there's some women, but they're stuck in their ways.
I can't imagine who made that fucking rule to begin with.
No.
What are they saying? Sand's going to get in their visage and do what?
But who cares?
Make them perform
that's
better?
Their problem. That's their problem.
Wow.
I don't get it.
That's fucked up.
What was the other one?
The Olympic Committee is full of fucking backward assholes anyway, so whatever.
There were two. Oh, I remember the one. There was one that I didn't put on the topic list, but if we're covering Olympics and Paralympics, we might as well cover it. There was one Paralympic girl who has cerebral palsy. And so I'm looking at the pictures with the article, and I see she's running in the Paralympics. I'm like, what's wrong with this girl? Like, when I think Paralympics, that just goes to show my idiocy, because the second next story we're about to cover, the girl is deaf and blind. You can't see that in the picture, really. I think Paralympics, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I think like people missing legs and using like those water fins, or more of a traditional. That's a bad way to put it, but something you think of disability, maybe a person missing a limb or something like that. So this girl has cerebral palsy, and they're calling her out for her in a reversal from the Norwegian thing, they're calling her out for her bottoms being too small. And she's been wearing the same like brief style bottoms for years. And I think she's a hurdler or a jouster or a javelin thrower or something like that. And so
wait, did you say she's blind or she just has Down syndrome?
I said neither. I said cerebral palsy.
Oh, she has cerebral palsy. Okay.
Yeah. So they call her out for this, and she's like, "Fuck you guys! I've been wearing the same thing for years." But they didn't take her out of the thing. I don't think. I think she left on her own accord, like she was pissed at him or something. But needless to say, first on one side you have the guys in the Norwegian thing or the handball committee saying they're too big, and now you got some guy pointing out, "Oh, your briefs are too small." So these women can't win in these sports.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. And then you have the Paralympic swimmer who is deaf and blind.
And they won't allow her assistant or something like that to come along.
It's her mom, but she
come on.
Yeah. But the problem is it's because of COVID. So they're only allowing one personal assistant for the entire like group of racers. And so she didn't feel comfortable with that because apparently when she was in, I think, Rio de Janeiro a few years ago, she got really anxious and stressed out because she didn't have a personal assistant. And since then, her mom's been acting it that way. And she was like, she didn't know where to go. She was going to the wrong places. And so now that she has it, she feels like confident and better. But the Olympic Committee is refusing because of COVID and number of people they can have. And with all the coaches and everything they already have on each team, they only have one personal assistant for like all these people. And so she dropped out because she's like, nah, screw that.
This is for the regular Olympics or
no, this one's for the Paralympics.
For the Paralympics. Okay.
Yeah.
That to me is ridiculous. I mean, come on. They're worried about COVID. You think that the fucking Olympics isn't a super spreader all by itself?
It already is.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous, man.
Not going well.
Yeah. It's not going well. It's not going to end up well. I'm telling you now.
No.
We're going to be back to masks and mandates.
They're getting so many positive tests at the Olympics already. I'm surprised they haven't tried to cancel it yet.
What about those anti-sex beds? Did you guys see those? The beds made of cardboard.
Anti-sex bed?
You didn't see them? Okay, so every Olympian they gave beds made out of cardboard because that made them less likely to have sex and spread COVID. So they're literally beds made of cardboard boxes. But
I'll tell you what, there's gonna be a lot of flat cardboard lying around if I'm there. There's gonna be some flat boxes.
But they're also not passing out condoms like they usually do. They're waiting until the end. But I saw I think they said in Australia there was like 8 condoms per athlete is what the supply was.
8 condoms per athlete.
They say after they compete, it turns into an orgy party.
Wow,
craziness in the Olympic Village.
I did see,
especially in Australia, right? Holy shit,
that one was probably particularly bad.
Kangaroos and all kinds of
wallabies,
all kinds of shit going wallabies and koala bears.
Koala bees or wallabies?
Wallabies.
Oh,
I say koala.
Those are shoes too. I used to wear wallabies in high school.
All right, old man.
Or desert boots. They used to call them desert boots. They had like the gum fucking soles. They were ridiculous.
Back to the Olympics. Oh, back to the bed thing. I saw a guy jumping on them, so I'm pretty sure they're not that bad, and I'm sure some people will be testing it out.
I'd bring my own. I'd bring like a refrigerator box. That fucker ain't. That's not caving in.
Do you guys like watch the Olympics? Back to the original point, because I definitely
don't.
I used to watch them when I was younger. I mean, I was into it back when I was young and able to do any of those things.
As my wife will attest, I will watch any sport at any time.
Yeah,
I just like watching competition.
I used to want to watch, when MSNBC and they'd have the 24-hour, stuff going on for certain sports. You could get up at 4 a.m. and watch weightlifting or some shit like that. I tried to do it, man. They never had the sport on that I wanted to see, and like back in the day, it used to be, weightlifting, track, the swimming, gymnastics, just the big stuff like that, but
dream team.
Now all they show is gymnastics and some track and field shit.
And
you know,
America does well at swimming, so they show a lot of that.
and a lot of swimming. So, but still, you know, it's not like it used to be. I used to like it when they used to show it on ABC Sports, and I'm talking, you know, a long time ago, 70s, early 80s. It was an event, you know, that people got excited about. I don't know, maybe it was because it was so close to our bicentennial in the 70s, you know, everybody was, you know, go America. So
Wasn't born yet.
Yeah. So there you go.
You were really into the Olympics, Vinny, because in '96 you were accused of planting that bomb in Atlanta, right?
In Atlanta, I wasn't even here, motherfucker.
Oh! You look a lot like Richard Jewell. That's all.
That was a good movie.
It was
good.
Where was I in '96? So I was in Delray Beach, Florida. Okay. No, that's wrong. I was in Pompano Beach, Florida.
Nobody cares.
No.
Anyway,
yeah, Pompano Beach.
Delray, man, Delray. I got some fond memories of Delray. I don't know what it is with that town, but they attract like the hottest chicks. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
anyway.
well, well, the one road leading to the beach that had all the bars on either side.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's, you know.
So I got one more Olympics related question.
Right,
so remember back in 2008, Michael Phelps was trying to win his 8 medals.
Right.
And they were running all the swimming events at 8 in the morning in Beijing so that they could play in prime time here.
Wow.
What do you guys think about? I assume that's because NBC somehow has that kind of clout, that kind of money involved.
I'm sure
the Olympics are going to do whatever they need to do to get it on in America when we want it.
Yeah,
you know, there's no tape delay shit. They wanted that shit playing live in prime time. To me, that surprised me that the rest of the world would kind of be cool with that.
Well, don't the Olympics make a lot of money off of that too, don't they? I mean, so I mean, it's just a money making thing. I mean, that's kind of a special thing to watch. I mean, for him to be going for that many medals,
sure.
So,
America dictated when the entire swimming meet would take place.
Yeah.
So that we could watch him live. It's just weird to me.
But
it seemed weird.
I mean, I don't know if any other countries complained about that. I mean, I think it was just scheduled the way it was, that may have been scheduled ahead of time, okay, this is when this stuff happens. So it may have been just coincidental. I don't know. Or it may have been scheduled like that. What's that?
Mike's fucking playing on a Game Boy.
A Game Boy? What the fuck? What are you, 11?
That bored?
I'm bored with the Olympic talk. That's fine. You guys can keep talking.
What game are you playing? What game is that?
It's actually, I don't think it's functional. It was my dad's who brought it to school. It's Tetris, of course.
Oh, there you go.
Tetris is awesome. That's
Tetris is great.
Game to go with.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, you guys can keep with. I thought it'd be funny for anyone who watched the clip.
Let's move back to our list.
Yeah. All right, I'm done. Fuck Michael Phelps anyway. All right, okay, let's go.
Jeremy, I feel like we never get to your topics. I know you added these two, and I don't know much about the first one. The second one, Jeremy can speak to it. Go ahead.
All right. So what? Prop 47, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So Prop 47 was a law that California voted in. I think it was 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, whatever. It changed the limit for a misdemeanor up to $950. Anything below $950 is a misdemeanor. And so the cops don't take it as seriously. And so especially all of California, but especially San Francisco is now having a problem with this because, people can walk into the supermarket, grab a couple $100 worth of shit and just walk out.
Mm-hmm.
And the cops really aren't going to do much about it because, it's a misdemeanor. It's a slap on the wrist. They're to the point where they don't have the manpower or the time to arrest people for these misdemeanors.
Right.
So it's getting to the point where some businesses are just closing up shop because they can't afford to take the losses. People are just, homeless guy will just ride in on a bike, grab some shit and ride out, and they can't do anything about it because the cops aren't going to show up. They can't, your insurance isn't going to cover this shit.
The thieves know that, so they're going to go in and take advantage of it.
It got to the point where they just passed a law, I think today, or the governor signed a law today in California to start trying to limit the organized crime gangs that were doing this shit. because they were, sending people into like boutiques and having them steal a pair of pants each and then just reselling the shit because, all right, you're not going to arrest you for the stealing $100 pair of pants.
Right.
And they just stealing all over the place. And they're trying to crack down on like the more organized versions of it now, but it's just unintended consequence of trying to lower the amount of people going to jail is now having a consequence that wasn't, I guess, seen at the time or thought of at the time that they passed this law.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just sounds like poor management on San Francisco police's part, because, I mean, what is that noise? Is that your wife?
Me?
What noise?
Yeah. Jeremy? Someone? I hear something like maybe it's a TV. Anyway, yeah, Jeremy does have that TV on the other side of the wall. Text your wife. But
leave her alone.
I'll tell her.
The big porn TV.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's got this huge. Yeah, it's at least
movie.
at least 70 inch. So
75.
See,
no, I mean, faces away.
I just a sound bar just because it faces away doesn't mean the sound, it doesn't reverberate.
Whatever.
Anyway, no, I mean, with my job, I don't, obviously we don't discuss too much, but I have to look at a lot of criminal history. So I mean, I see a lot of stuff like grand theft can run anywhere from like $300 and up here in Florida. I don't know about California or whatnot, but I mean, even if it's a misdemeanor, it should still be investigated and taken seriously because, people, that's going to lead to something, whether or not it's a future criminal history or
gateway theft. It's a gateway theft.
Basically. So, yeah, I mean, I just think that's kind of crazy, but I don't know.
No, it's ridiculous. It is. It is, man.
All right. The other topic I put on here was Mike doesn't care because it's about college sports.
Oh boy.
So July 1st, I think there was about 16 states that had passed laws that starting July 1st, college athletes could profit off their likeness, their image. So I think about the 28th of June or so, the NCAA put out a rule that says, yep, college athletes can profit off their likeness. So I saw an article a day or two ago where the quarterback of Alabama already has $1 million in endorsements for the year.
Jesus.
And so it's going to completely change the college sports, especially football, but basketball, I'm sure, as well.
Basketball too, sure.
Because, what the hell is that say?
What is that? I can't read it. It's blurry.
You can't see it.
Did you text my wife, you asshole?
What does it say?
Yeah, she said it was your kids, man. And she got on him about it. So
no, she didn't.
That's what she said.
I told you to fucking leave her alone.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, I asked nicely. I said, "Can you please turn down the sound?"
You didn't ask that nicely last time, you asshole.
Send her a dick pic, Mike.
No,
I don't have it on my phone.
Show her how good your clippers work on your ball sack.
See, this is why I don't talk about my topics, you asshole. Moving on.
Oh man, what are you doing, Mike?
My phone's not working properly. Go ahead. You guys can keep talking about
your. Is this really the time for that, or we're trying to entertain the masses.
I'm waiting on you guys to finish talking about your thing. I'll have an opinion. I'm sure.
No, Jeremy brought up the sports thing about the kids making money off of their fucking image, and I think it's bullshit, man. You're not supposed to be making money until you're a professional athlete.
Yeah, but the colleges make so much money off them, like it's not right unless I'm not saying they should get money. But maybe not just scholarships. Maybe that's not the way to go. But they should be using that money to line something else rather than the pockets of the coaches and the CEOs and the presidents and everyone, every bigwig.
I mean, see, that's the other thing. This money isn't this isn't going to come out of the college pockets. This is going to be whichever school has the best booster program or the most alumni willing to support. Hey, I got a car dealership. I'll pay your third string offensive tackle $50,000 to come do a commercial or a signing. That's where it's going to get to. Hey, we need this wide receiver to come to our school. He needs to, to be the spokesman for your pest control company, so you can pay him $20,000 for it.
Hey, college
that's where it's headed.
College sports is big business, man. It's huge. There's a lot of money flowing through college. A lot of those kids are getting a lot of money anyway. I mean, now they're just making it legal. So
I'm just saying, and
a lot of these kids won't even make it to the pros. There are kids that are good in college, and yes, they're studs in college, but as soon as they hit the pro field, it's like,
well,
they're
there's
done.
There's 125 Division I football teams.
Yeah.
There's 32 NFL teams with 55 people apiece.
Mm-hmm.
College teams have 100 and something people apiece.
Yeah.
Most of those kids aren't going to play college or going to play pro football.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's a very low percentage of kids that get drafted, or go even as a free agent to try to, get on a team. So
is that all your topics, Jeremy?
Sure.
I was just asking. I'm not trying to shut you down. You guys want to talk about this Arlington cop who shot this lady that he was trying to help?
It sounds interesting.
Lady?
He's trying to help a lady end up shooting her?
Yeah, check it out. Let's see if I got to share the audio too. Stupid me. How do you share the audio? No? Hang on, man. We'll talk about it in a minute. I got to share sound. There we go. All right. So he goes. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah. Sidewalk.
All right.
Fence.
So he gets a report of there's a lady on the ground, and he's going to check it out and help her, and supposedly. Let's. It's only 58 seconds long. We'll get to it in a second.
It's taking a sweet ass time, isn't it?
Nobody. Ma'am. Hello? Are you okay? Is that your dog? Can you get back? 243 shots fired.
And he shot her?
Ma'am, get a hold of your dog.
So she's dead at that point, I think.
She's fucking dead?
When he tells her to get a hold of her dog. Jeremy, did you see that? You went away for a second.
Holy shit, dude.
Okay. Yeah, so
Are you fucking kidding me?
He was so scared of this dog, and the dog doesn't even seem like it's that big in the pictures that I've seen, but I don't know what kind of dog it was. And not to say a small dog can't do damage, but he said, "Can you control your dog?" And the dog went running at him, probably trying to protect the owner, and she said she is fine when she was laying on the ground, and he tries to shoot the dog, which is in the direction of the woman laying on the ground. He shoots 3 times. One of them hits her in the chest. You hear her say, "You shot me," and she fucking dies because of this cop.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So he's facing negligent homicide charges, which only carry a 2-year prison sentence. And he's being sued by the woman's father for like $1 million, along with the police department who gave him the gun.
Yeah. So sue everybody. Sue every motherfucker you can.
I didn't know what your guys' thoughts were on that, if you had any. I mean, it's obviously either a poorly trained cop or just an idiot. I don't know, maybe both.
Poorly trained. Definitely poorly trained, but also, I mean, don't cops carry mace? Could spray the dogs in the face, or tase the fucking thing,
Yes.
You have to whip out your fucking your weapon to fucking try and kill it.
That's too many cops, and you see it so many times nowadays, especially with body cams or even just phones and everything. That's too many cops go to is just reach straight for the gun rather than non-lethal options of the taser or the mace. And obviously, or
even his baton, just fucking.
Obviously, that's a learned thing because for years and years and years, decades, a century, more, the gun has been the go-to if you have to go for something, because that's most likely what you need. You need some lethal force to stop something. But this was a dog. Yeah, it could have killed him. A dog is capable of killing something, but like you said, there's plenty of other options he should have had theoretically.
Yeah.
Instead of reaching straight for that gun and shooting in the direction of the woman he was sent there to try to see what was going on.
Exactly.
And he killed her. And so, that's a dead person for no reason. So.
And he's only going to see 2 years. I mean, that's what kills me.
I'm good with this guy fucked up, but trying to say you see too many times other cops and bring in other cases into this might be a bit of a stretch.
Not if you go straight for the lethal weapon right away in case.
If there's a single cop in an altercation with somebody, they have to go lethal, because if the non-lethal doesn't work, they're by themselves and their gun's still there. If there's multiple cops, then yeah, one of them can have a non-lethal or two of them. But if there's just one guy, they got to go with what's going to protect them.
When do you ever see just one cop where there's a shooting? I see every shooting I see seems to be multiple cops. Michael Brown. I don't remember that one. That was Ferguson.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll take your word on it. I don't remember. Let's talk about that guy in his garage who was in his garage. A noise complaint came in. A female cop and this other cop start walking up to the garage. They thought he had a gun. He had a cell phone in his hand. Immediately go for the guns, shoot him, kill him. The guy, nothing. There's
not saying that every cops are gonna fuck up. That's not a good one. That's poor training.
Yeah, it's definitely poor training on that guy, on this guy with the dog, for sure.
Yeah, you have to know what's behind what you're shooting at.
Exactly.
That's part of any concealed weapons training, not even for police officers.
Yeah.
Do you have a gun, Jeremy?
It's none of your business.
Oh, he's one of those people. I go out on my job, and if I ask, I had to talk about firearm safety, and they're like, that's okay. I don't really need to talk about that. I'm like, well, I need to talk to you about firearm safety because you have a kid in the home. If they're like, that's my Second Amendment right. I'm like, that's fine. I'm not telling you I'm here to take your gun.
Yeah, I'm not judging you. I'm just asking you. That's all.
Speaking of cops, this Texas cop got 30 years for forcing himself. No, that's the wrong terminology. For forcing these two people to be blown. There we go. A guy and a 17-year-old boy. So he pulled these guys over. One of them was an undocumented guy. And he told the guy, oh yeah, you're going to have to do something to get out of this ticket. And the guy's saying, oh, you know what? You need me to go do some custodial work. You need me to go do something else. And they're at the police station. And the cop goes, no, you're going to need to get that chair and pull off your pants and let me suck your dick or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Guy needs to go to jail for twice as long as a normal sex offender.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, right? And he did this to a 17-year-old kid too. There was a group of kids that got pulled into the police station. Two of them were stuck there because they couldn't get released. And so he went up to this kid, and you have to assume he knew the age, but even if he didn't, he still did the thing, So listen, as much as I want to make, that
has nothing to do with him being a cop. That's just him having something wrong with him.
Yeah. So he's going away for 30 years, and his attorney's trying to say that it's a little harsh of a penalty. Jeremy obviously disagrees with that.
Not so much. No, that taking that job, you're supposed to be above reproach, not the fucking bad guy.
Right.
Jeremy wants to wrap it up soon, but we can probably knock through the rest of this list unless he doesn't have time.
Just a couple of these might take a little longer than.
No, let's see. Do you guys care about the white city councilman in Alabama calling the mayor? I never feel comfortable saying the words.
Yeah.
I think we know what the word is.
A house N-word.
I hope you mean former councilman.
No, I don't. He is still a councilman. He refuses to resign, and
Nice.
and the police chief, or no, the head of the GOP in that county or whatever the area is. He says that as abhorrent as it is, he doesn't believe the guy should step down. So you got this white guy, and there's 3 black members of the city council, and this white council member decides to throw out this word. And if you watch the video, you hear the audience audibly gasp when he says it. and I don't know what this guy was thinking. I just don't know.
He is not thinking. He's an idiot.
Yeah. So I just saw that come up in my mailbox there. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
You have no time for people like that, man.
Let's see. Rob Schneider being anti-vax and saying that that people need to use their Second Amendment rights to stay that way. What do you guys think about that? Rob Schneider, the hot chick, Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I mean, I got vaccinated, so I'm good.
Are you for anti-vaxxers or people who don't want to be vaccinated getting their guns and making sure that no one in the government or anyone can force them to be vaccinated?
Would it even come to that? I think they just want to get their guns anyway. They just want to sit on the porch with their guns and wait for, I don't know what they're waiting for. Jesus, are we going to send nurses around with fucking needles and, all right, we're coming to get your ass now.
That's what everyone says. Like, you hear people talk about the vaccine, and they talk about the jab, That's their thing, But I don't know. I just think Rob Schneider's a big dipshit for that. Not that I had a lot of respect for him anyway.
I mean, do what you want. If you don't want to get the shot, don't get the shot. But I got the shot. I got nothing to say about people who don't get it. I mean, it's their choice. So, and my choice just happened to be to get it. That's all. Whatever.
Let's see. Did you guys hear about that Chicago rapper who was released from jail a week and a half ago, maybe a week ago?
For what?
I saw the article come up. It had to be fiction. I mean, it seemed fictional.
Why was in jail?
That bullets even fit there.
Why was in jail?
I don't remember what he was in jail for. That's besides the point. He's released from jail. So I've never been to jail, but I've never been inside a jail, but I've been to a jail. And outside of a jail, there are usually some sort of law enforcement officers, whether or not it's their cars or them in the parking lot or something like that. So this guy gets released from one of the Chicago jails, and he gets shot 60 times in the face and chest. How do you, outside of a jail, how do you get shot 60 times in the face and chest outside of a jail?
60 times.
60 times.
So he's obviously dead.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the next sentence was going to be he's suing the police department for not helping him.
No, he's dead.
All right. Yeah, I would think after the third bullet, he's probably gone.
When I read that, I was like, I was just shocked. I feel like there should be some sort of enforcement outside the jail, but what do I know?
60 times, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How many people were shooting at him? I mean, holy.
I think there were more than one in the car, like 2 or 3 maybe, but still.
So obviously automatic weapons were involved. You're gonna get shot 60 times in the face. It might take a while. Hold on a second. Got to reload.
Well, yeah, you think he'd fall down at some point and they wouldn't be able to have the angle anymore.
Yeah, really. Yeah, must have a big head.
Let's see. Let's cover the Florida stuff first. What do you guys think about the White House saying that 20% of the new COVID cases are from Florida? 1/5 of the COVID cases in the nation, in the recent COVID cases. How does that make you feel? Jeremy, you're a Floridian. Vinnie, you're a former Floridian.
I think their numbers are a bit off from what the CDC says.
The White House is blowing out reports.
Is that not true? I mean, is it less, more?
Well, I mean, Florida has, I think it says 30 cases per 100,000 people, but there's at least 3 or 4 other states that have more than that. So I don't know how Florida could be 20%. And it might have some problems with their math.
Maybe.
But we have more.
I mean, if you're
asking
if I'm shocked, no, I'm not shocked. I mean, Disney World alone has got to be spreading some of that shit around.
Sure.
So I mean, no, I'm not shocked at that. I mean, like Jeremy said, that number might be a little high, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. I mean, there's a lot of, all over the place. I mean, it's starting to skyrocket again. The number of cases, and a lot of it is from the variants, and the variant is, stronger and more contagious. Easily spread. So I don't know. I think we're going to get in another situation where the mandates are going to come out, businesses are going to close again. I think we're just making a big circle back to where we were 8 months ago. So
not in Florida.
Have you guys run into this yet with the vaccinated? If you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. I don't see anybody wearing a mask anymore.
Yeah.
I wear a mask everywhere I go.
I
Even being
still
vaccinated.
I still wear it in the grocery store.
I don't see that.
If I go to a big
anywhere.
crowd, I wear it. I don't wear it at work anymore, but
where I was headed for is there's a lot of people who aren't vaccinated.
Yeah.
Who are taking advantage of that by just not wearing a mask anymore.
Oh, exactly. Of course.
They don't want to, and nobody can. Yeah. There's no way to tell. I mean, there's no.
Yeah. Well,
as one guy put it, there's no Star of David on anybody's clothes saying whether they're vaccinated or not.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, we have to, at work, we don't have to wear it if we've been vaccinated, but we also have to show them a card, and then they put a little sticker on our badges, you know, that
so you guys do have a mark.
Yeah, we have that on our badges.
They won't do that at ours because they say it's
really?
a HIPAA thing. They can't share that information.
Wow.
Which I can understand because, all right, well,
I mean, I don't think
you're shaking your head, Mike. Why?
Well, I don't think it shouldn't be a HIPAA thing. Secretive about.
Yes.
All right. So if you have a coworker that's taking HIV drugs, is that a HIPAA thing?
But why would you need to know that? That's not a thing where it's going to be spread by breathing, coughing, saliva, spit, that kind of stuff coming out.
Okay. Do I have the right to the knowledge that someone's taking those medicines?
So you don't want people to know that you're vaccinated.
I think it's a matter of need to know.
Yes, thank you.
You know, of course, if somebody's got AIDS or something, I don't. You know,
I work in an industrial environment where people can bleed, and I used to be on the first aid team. That would be something I would like to know, then, wouldn't it? Well, so do I have a need to know that?
Well, I would imagine if you're in that position. I would imagine if you're in that position, you might need to know that.
But I don't technically have the right to know that, right? That's that guy's private medical information. I have a problem with someone else deciding who shares what part of my medical history.
But isn't it? I mean, if somebody does get cut or something like that, wouldn't you be able to ask them? Do I have to worry about getting AIDS or I don't know. Do you have anything? Do you have an infection? Anything?
Well, I mean, that's the same thing as a sign on the door saying, "Hey, if you're not vaccinated, wear a mask."
But you'd be wearing your personal protective equipment if someone had AIDS, like your gloves and everything else, to protect you from getting that. You can't stop getting COVID if you're in close proximity. I got it from just a physical therapy session. Okay, so I think it's okay for something that's in a pandemic where 600,000 and 6 million people in the world or whatever it is have died, maybe 2 million. But still, that many people have died. We're in a pandemic. I think it's perfectly fucking okay to get a scarlet letter or a Star of David or a sticker on your fucking work badge, Jeremy. I'm all for showing my vaccine card to any motherfucker that wants to see it.
Yeah. I am too. I carried my card around in my pocket because I was never around when human resources was open. So I'm walking around with this thing, and people would be walking up to me when I didn't have my mask on and they didn't see the thing on my badge. They're like, hey, aren't you supposed to have a mask on? I go, why? She goes, you're supposed to be vaccinated. I whip out my card. Like, here it is, motherfucker, right here.
That's awesome. It's awesome that people are actually. It's awesome that people are actually like holding you accountable, though.
Yeah.
At work.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's people who've been getting COVID, even with the vaccine. One of our anchors where I used to work at WSB, he and his whole family got it, and they were all vaccinated. And he got it pretty bad. So they were thinking it might have been the variant that he got, because the doctor told him that he was lucky that he was in relatively good shape and that he did get vaccinated, or else he would have ended up in the hospital. So I don't know. But
well, you heard, I don't know if you guys heard.
I mean, everybody reacts differently to illnesses, you know what I mean? I mean, so I try to take every precaution I can, just simply because, I don't know, experts said it would help. So, but I don't know more than them. So.
You don't know more than Dr. Fauci?
I don't know more than Dr. Fauci, man. So.
Well, DeSantis has said that if the federal government requires a federal mask mandate for kids in schools, that he's going to make the people come back for a new legislative session in order to somehow change Florida's laws. So DeSantis is just doing everything he can to fuck everyone over and kill as many people as he can, and then run for president in 2024. So hey, more power to you. You're a fucking idiot, DeSantis, and I hate you. And Norwegian filing suit to be able to require the vaccine passports in Florida. They got the appeal. They won their appeal. So right now, I think they can, but it keeps going back and forth. There's like a panel of 3 judges that says no, and there's a Supreme Court that says yes. And so what do you guys think about the vaccine passports on cruises? If I'm stuck on a fucking boat with people, yeah, I think they should be vaccinated.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I mean, look at what happened in the beginning and, with the Carnival cruises, that were stuck out at sea because they had a bunch of, sick people and people dying on the boat and shit. So I think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, I'd like to know that people had gotten vaccinated. I'd be a little leery, let's put it that way, to get on a boat where I didn't, especially in the, when you're in such close proximity to everybody else. And they just stack those fucking boats with people, to get as much money as they can. So you know what? I wouldn't even go near a fucking cruise. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't even go until, somebody says, okay, it's gone, and that's never going to happen. So
I have the same concerns as earlier about, and now it starts with this vaccine, but, if you've ever had this disease, we don't want you on our cruise ships anymore. And if you've ever had this, or if you had this, and yeah, to me, there's a bit of a slippery slope there to start and require medical information to go on a cruise.
I just think if it's a contagion that, I think you should have as much information as possible.
So what about somebody with hepatitis?
They may not even know they have hepatitis. I mean,
but if you've ever had it, you can't go. We're not going to allow you on our ships anymore. What else? What other diseases or conditions could they say? We don't want you on our ships anymore.
They're a private company. I mean, they can do that, right? So.
No, apparently not, because you can't even not bake a wedding cake for someone.
You always go back to the wedding cake. I can always rely on that motherfucker to go back to the gay wedding cake for Colorado. I knew he was going to go there too.
So I want cake.
It's true. You can't have it both ways. You gotta. If you want that rule to be, you gotta serve everyone. Then you gotta serve everyone.
You can have it both ways. Some people are bi. You can have it both ways, sir.
Can we go now so I can get cake?
I have 2 more really quick topics.
Is it a gay wedding cake?
It might be. I don't know.
Do either of you watch Dexter?
No.
Neither of you watch Dexter, for real? Okay.
No.
Well, John Lithgow, and Jennifer Carpenter. Sure. Two of the. Well, Jennifer Carpenter was on every season. John Lithgow played pretty much the best villain on the series. They're both coming back.
They're coming back, yeah.
And what people think are going to be just flashbacks.
I was gonna say villain. Didn't he kill all the villains?
He did. So yes, if you haven't seen the series, spoiler alert, they're both fucking dead, and so they're both going to be in flashbacks, probably, unless because it's not a reboot, so everyone assumes it's going to be flashbacks. But we'll see. I'm excited because the way the series ended, it was kind of a downer. So I'm kind of excited because I like Michael C. Hall. We'll see where the series goes. On something you guys might know a little bit more about, what do you guys think about The Rock just saying? I think yesterday, I think he said. So Vin Diesel came out and basically said that he was teaching The Rock, I think, tough acting or tough love on the set of Fast and Furious or whatever one Rock was on. And that's where their whole beef started. And so when The Rock heard about that or was asked about that, he kind of laughed it off. And then he said, good luck to them in the rest of their movies. And he kind of left it at that because he's basically saying, I'm not going to be in any more of the Fast and Furious movies. Now, I don't know if that includes him not being in the spinoff Hobbs and Shaw or Hobbs like he did, a few years ago.
With Statham.
Yeah, so The Rock not being any more Fast and Furious. I mean, are you guys even watching them? I watched Fast 9. We talked about that on one when you guys were gone, but
I haven't seen it.
I still don't think I've seen 7 and 8 right now.
I think I saw the first 3 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
after Tokyo Drift,
Paul Walker
was
died.
that the name of that one was Tokyo Drift or whatever the fuck it was?
Tokyo Drift, yeah.
That was 2, I think.
Was it 2? Oh, was it 3? Yeah, that's what ended it for me, man. Fuck that. Jesus Christ.
Did they do Tokyo Drift before Too Fast, Too Furious?
No. Tokyo Drift was 3. That's when no one would come back except for Vin Diesel in the end credits.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
That was it for me, man. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I'm
in
not
the
watching those
timeline
anymore.
somewhere else, though. It's weird.
Yeah, the timeline, the chronology's all off. Fast
Yeah.
Nine's a little crazy. They do go to space, but they bring back like every person from the franchise that's still alive, except for Paul Walker.
Oh, you know what though? You
He's
know
not
what?
still
I think I did see the one, the last one Paul Walker was in. I think I did see that one. Which one was that? 6?
So you've already seen it, Mike?
Was that 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
6, yeah.
That's
Was it good?
I didn't see 4 and 5. I just went and saw 6. I think my daughter wanted to see it, and I took her to see it. So, but after that, yeah, no, I couldn't even tell you what 6 was about. I was like, yeah, okay, popcorn,
I don't remember either. I think the first one with The Rock, I think was 5. So Rock was the guy they were fighting in 5, and then he became their ally in 6 somehow. Fast 9, it was okay. It was what you would expect. Was it entertaining? Sure. Was it the best movie of the year? No. But it was interesting. It was kind of fun. But the funny thing is, if you guys haven't seen, we talked about this a few episodes ago. Because Saint likes to do the Vin Diesel thing, family. It's all about family with Tom Toretto. And so all the memes that are being posted around about Vin Diesel and family, and you put it in every context. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw your meme. Yeah, I saw the meme put up.
Reddit.
Yes, they were all over the place. But the funny thing is, in 9, Vin Diesel's brother is the bad guy, and you literally haven't mentioned his brother in the past 8 films. So if it's all about family, what's going on with the brother?
Jesus, where the fuck have you been?
I mean, they explain it in their way. Is it plausible? I don't know. Whatever. It's what it is. It's a popcorn flick. I've seen a lot of movies since you guys have been gone. We saw Escape Room last weekend, and we're gonna go see Old this weekend, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
What about Black Widow?
I saw Black Widow. Me and Saint did a USSR on that. Have you guys seen that yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
No.
Is it good?
Yes, it's good. It's probably wasn't my favorite Marvel movie. I think it's more of an action flick. There is comedy to it. What's her name? Florence Pugh is probably the best part. No, I take that back. David Harbour is the best part as Red Guardian. He's just hilarious, but he's great on Stranger Things. He's great pretty much in anything. Did you just delete the whole fucking note, Jeremy? I'm gonna murder you. I told you I was gonna murder you. But Black Widow, you wait. Black Widow. This is the evidence the cops can use against me. Black Widow is pretty good.
We're all gone, you idiot.
Jesus.
It had the date and it had topics. All right. Anyway, Black Widow was pretty good. There. I wouldn't pay $30 to see it on Disney Plus. I would either go see it in the theater or just wait
really
until
what they're charging. Jesus.
If you watch it on Premier Access on Disney Plus, yeah, $30 on top of the money you pay every month for it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck them.
HBO Max is much better with that shit.
Well, HBO that is also getting a lot of artists pissed at them because they're releasing the movies on HBO when these directors and actors are expecting them to be on movie screens. Like Dune, I think, is a Warner Brothers movie and was going to be released on Max. And the director and the actors basically said, "Fuck you, you're not doing that." And so now that one's going to be strictly only in theaters. Right. So that's a big thing. If you watch a lot of trailers nowadays, and we're going to wrap it up soon, but you watch a lot of trailers nowadays, you see only in theaters rather than like streaming day and date or anything like that. But like the Suicide Squad, that's my next big one I want to see, and that comes out on HBO Max the week I'm going to be in New York. But you know me, I'm a movie guy. So
when you go to New York?
Well, we're recording 2 episodes next week because I'll be in New York. So I'll be in New York July 31st to August 8th. So I'll come back to Florida on the 8th. Got to go pick up my daughter.
Sweet.
We're going to Niagara Falls. We're gonna go to Six Flags. Hang out upstate.
So, sweet. That sounds cool.
Yeah. So we'll record 2 episodes.
Go visit some nursing homes.
Get COVID. What the fuck? I don't have COVID anymore. I'm double vaccinated.
Go visit some nursing homes.
Jeremy, anytime he can throw in an anti-democratic joke.
There you go.
Really? The guy, I hate you. I hope you die. I think is what you said.
I'm gonna murder you. Didn't he say I'm gonna murder you?
Well, that was to me. I meant about the politicians. I hate you. I hope you die.
No, hope you die.
Oh, DeSantis is horrible. I do hope he dies.
See, but my fact-based rhetoric is horrible.
No, DeSantis is just a horrible human being. That's why he deserves to die. If he was just a politician, I don't care about that.
Those 9 women that were probably sexually harassed by Cuomo. Yeah, I probably think he's pretty horrible too.
Okay, I want to go now. Okay, I want to go now.
All right, so we'll wrap it up.
Off this podcast now.
Tell the pillow we said hi.
Yes. I gotta say the things, and then we can do that and chat. You know, go to the website, theusualsaints.com, or follow us on social media on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at The Usual Saints, or call us at 240-724-6877, or email us usualsaints@gmail.com, or
and don't forget
Mike
to
D
buy
at
one.
Theusualsaints.com, or what are you gonna say?
Don't forget to buy one of those thermoses. What's the name of that thermos again?
It's Astrea. It's a water bottle.
Astrea.
Water bottle.
Remember that, kids? Astrea. Ask your folks
what's the name of your beer, Mike?
Astrea bottle.
The beer is Original Sin.
You can work with it.
Oh, that's
you
the
can
cider?
work with it. You can travel with it. You can go to school with it. You can bring it to school, work, church, picnics,
the cider or the bottle?
beaches. You can even bring it to space. That's right, kids. They use it on the, what is it up there? International Space Station? Yeah.
The dick rocket.
we didn't even get around to the billionaires going to space. Whatever.
Fuck that, man. I wish they were still up there floating around.
And Jeff Bezos and his he comes back to Earth, and the first thing he says is, "Thanks to all the Amazon employees and all the Amazon customers who made this possible." Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
He might be a little tone deaf.
Yes.
He's fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up for the week. For Jeremy and Vinnie.
Jimmy, thanks for coming, Jimmy.
I put the names together. For Jeremy and Vinnie and Saint, who's not here, I'm Mike D. Thanks for listening to The Usual Saints. We'll be back next week with a all new episode.
Peace.
Maybe.
No, we'll be back, motherfucker. You motherfuckers gonna be here. You said you're gonna be on vacation. You're gonna be here, motherfucker.
Not till Tuesday.
I gotta pee and I have to administer medication. So I must
order?
go. I must go.
We're gonna keep that after talk in.